Welcome back everyone. So in today's video we will be continuing with our NiFi video series, and in particular I will be showing you how to publish messages from NiFi over to Kafka topic. Alright, so this is going to be a very simple activity, and let's get to it. Alright, so we'll just be basically using NiFi to push messages to a Kafka topic. So one of the prerequisites for that is definitely to have your Kafka cluster or Kafka environment set up. Right, so in the last video I went through the process of, or in one of the previous videos I went through the steps of installing and configuring Kafka on your local environment using Docker. And right here, if I open my Docker desktop right here, you can see that we do have Kafka service here that is running, and so this is what we'll be using to to host our messages, right? And you can also see that in the last video as well we installed Kafka UI, and if you go to this UI here, it basically just shows you what topics you have in your Kafka environments and whether there are messages in those topics, right? So this is what we will be we'll just be using this UI to monitor our activity when we do our NiFi configurations, right? So but basically the flow is pretty basic. We want to push messages from NiFi over to Kafka topic, right? So let's get to it. So right here in our NiFi dashboard or canvas here, we want to set up that flow. And again, if you do not have NiFi installed, I also made a video on how to set this up, so I'll put the link for that also in the description, and you can get yourself set up. Alright, so right here what I want to do is I want to bring a process group here, and we want to basically just create a process group for our work, right? So I'm going to name this one right to Kafka topic, right? So basically publish messages to Kafka topic. Okay, and what we want to do is just basically do all of our work inside here. So I'm just going to click into this, and now inside here we want to write our flows to accomplish what we want to do, right? So in our case we want to publish messages to Kafka topic. So you can have a Python generator, a code that's generating that, or you can have messages coming from API, and you it doesn't matter where you're getting the messages from. The goal is to write this over to Kafka. So in this case I'm just going to use a basic GenerateFlowFile. So I'm going to bring GenerateFlowFile here, and this GenerateFlowFile here, it creates flow files with random data or custom content, and it's useful for load testing, configuration, and simulation. Okay, so we're just going to simulate some data here, and we'll have those messages or that data be written over to Kafka, right? So I'm going to click into this, and then we'll configure this. You can put you can change the name for this, or just leave it like this. So for me, I'm just going to leave it as default. And then the scheduling for this, it's 1 minute. So this one is going to be running by every 1 minute. You can change that if you like. I'll leave it as it is. But what we're going to change is in this property section here, we are going to leave most of this as default, but the one that will change is this one for custom text. We want to put here our message, right, that we want to send over to Kafka topic. So in this scenario, I have this JSON file here. I'm just going to copy this and I will paste it right here. It doesn't matter if you're doing testing, you can just put anything on this custom message. You can even just put your name or just say hello world. It doesn't matter really. Okay, so I'm just going to put this JSON file here, and then I will click OK, and we'll go ahead and click apply right here, right? Okay, so let's just make sure that everything's good. So yeah, I think that's it. So nothing's changing here, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. And then now what we want to do is we want to push this message to Kafka topic, right? So for that we'll bring another processor here, and then just search Kafka, and then here there are two options that you see here, consume and publish. The one that we want to pick is this one for publish, because we want to write messages to Kafka. We don't want to consume. We will use this process a letter when we want to read messages from Kafka topics. So, but in this case, we want to publish to Kafka, so we'll pick the second one here, and then we'll go ahead and also configure this. So if we click into this, you can change the name if you like, the scheduling. We are just going to handle the property section right here. Okay, so here there are a few things that we will change, not a lot of them, but just a few. The first one that we'll deal with is this one for the connection service, right? So this one provides connections. If you read here, provides connection to Kafka Proca for publishing a Kafka record. So basically this is where you put your Kafka server, right? So when you see here, there is no, you can't like write here exactly this. So this is a service in controller. So we need to say the controller service for this. So if you click right next to this, we need to go ahead and create a service, and then the service for this one, we will pick this as Kafka Kafka tree connection. So I'll double click that. This one comes, so the value here is picked here, but it's not set up yet. So we do need to set this up. So I'm going to go to this service. Okay, so we'll navigate to this service here, and as you can see, there's still warning here because the configuration is not complete. So let's just go ahead and edit this, and then we will configure this. So you can leave this as Kafka connection tree. I'm going to just say this one as local host Kafka server, right? I'm just going to name this as localhost Kafka server because our server is running locally, right? You can name this whichever way you like, and then we'll go over here to this property side, and then now this is where we start putting our bootstrap servers. So you can see here it says convert comma separated list of Kafka bootstrap servers in the format of host.pods, and then this will correspond to Kafka bootstrap servers in your property. Okay, so let's where do we get this information, right? So this is also critical in order for your connection to work properly, right? So in my scenario, in the last video that we made, I did this using Composer, right? Like a compose file, Docker compose file. So let me open that compose file. This is the compose file we used, and the part that we want to grab is this section here. So the advertised listeners, the Kafka advertised listeners. So there are two hosts here that we have put. We have this internal one, and then we have this local host one. So this is the one we want to pick because this is going to be running in our local machine, right? So this is the one that we want to pick now. So I'm just going to copy this, and then we will just put it right here, localhost 29092. The port here might be different for you. If you advertise it as 9092, you just want to put it right here. Okay, so for me, I have it at 29092, and then I'm just going to click OK. So then this becomes our server that now NiFi will be able to recognize, right? And then the security protocol is plaintext, as we had it here. Okay, so you can use also SSL. I think there are some options here like SSL, SSL plaintext, and all of that, right? So we'll go with the plaintext for this, and then everything else I think should be good. So we are not going to change anything else. So let's go ahead then and apply this. Okay, so and then the state here, in order for us to use this, you need to enable this. So you just go here and say enable this, and then we enable this service now, and then so that we can start using it, right? Okay, and then now that's good. Let's go back now to our processor here, and you can see now that service has been picked, localhost Kafka server. That's good. And now the next thing we need to set up is the topic name. Okay, so name of the Kafka topic to which the processor publishes Kafka records to. Okay, so this one here, I'm not sure if it has to exist first in your Kafka environment, or we can just specify a particular topic here and it will be created. So I do have we have 3 topics here. If you go to here, we have 3 topics, and this demo topic and then UI demo topic. So let's not create the topic first. Let's see if Kafka will be smart enough to do it for us. So sorry, if NiFi, right? So I'll name this one NiFi demo topic, and what we expect is, if NiFi can create the topic for us, is we expect this topic to be created, right? We expect this topic to be created when we run this flow, and then our messages also to be pushed to that message as well. So let's see if that's going to be the case. Okay, and then the failure strategy, if there's a failure, we route to failure, that's fine. Delivery guarantee, replicated delivery, that's fine. and then you can choose some of these compression types. You're not going to do that. Let's see this one here, transactions enabled. What is this about? Specifies whether to provide transactional guarantees when communicating with Kafka. If there's a problem sending data to Kafka and this property is set to false, then the messages that have already been sent to Kafka will continue on and will be delivered to consumers. If this is true, then Kafka transaction will roll back. Okay, yeah, let's not do true. Let's maybe do this false, and then let's go ahead and save that. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it. You can set the rest of these other ones, but we'll leave those ones as they are. Then we'll just go ahead and apply this. Okay, so our configurations for the Kafka publish to Kafka is good. So we just connect these two on success. Okay, so this one now is good. There's still some warning here, and then the warning here is on the relationship. We need to set how to terminate the relationship, success and failure. Okay, so for that, I'm just going to bring another processor here, and we'll just route this to LogAttributes, right? So LogAttributes like this. So we'll click that, and then we'll just route this to LogAttributes. So we'll route failure messages to LogAttribute as well as success messages to LogAttribute as well. Okay, so let's just do it like this. Okay, let's just line this properly. All right, so okay, very good. All right, I think that's good enough. Okay, so this is our flow now. We have a file coming from here. We have our JSON file. This is what we expect to be written to Kafka. And then our Kafka we have set up. We have our topic. This is where we want the messages to be written to. And then this is just our log attribute. We're just logging things here in case there are failures. So here, I think this one is complaining about the relationship. Let's terminate that. So what happens if on success, let's just terminate it, right? Okay. So this is a very basic flow on just writing messages or publishing messages to Kafka topic. Again, you can have as complex as you like. You can have data coming from APIs. You can have a generator that's generating messages, or even a database that is listening to messages, and you want to write it to Kafka. Whichever way you are producing your messages. In this case, we're just going to write that message from this flow file, right? Very good. I think this is good. Now it is time to test if this is going to work. Again, we don't have the topic here. Let's see if it's going to work. If it doesn't, then we can go ahead and create our topic. So to run this, you can go ahead and run the whole thing. On the left side here, inside your processor, you can run everything. But let's go step by step. So we'll just run this one by one because we don't have a lot of processors here anyway. So let's go ahead and run this. So we trigger this and refresh it. You can see now that, and let's stop it so that it doesn't continue to run. So you can see there's a message here in the queue. So let's see the queue. What is in there? We expect it to be our file, right? So if you view here, and then let's change this to JSON. There we go. So you can see now our JSON file is getting routed, right? So this is that file that we had in our JSON, and it's getting routed to the next step, right? So this has not been consumed yet, so let's go ahead and consume it in our Kafka. So we need to start this. Okay, so we start it, and then when we refresh it, we expect this one to be routed to the success. So you can see now this one seems to have finished, and this is like now our queue is, so let's actually stop this as well. Our queue is empty now for this, and you can see in the success route here, we have some messages there. So we expect also this to be the same. If we list the queue here for this, we expect this queue also to just pretty much contain that message, the JSON message, right? Awesome. So up to that point, I think we can almost conclude that this should be good. We should be able to see this in Kafka if all was good, right? So now let's go over to our Kafka side here, and you can see now that we have that topic created, right? So NiFi demo topic is what we set up here, right? NiFi demo topic. It wasn't there before. It has been created. NiFi has created it for us, and you can see on under messages the number of messages we have one message, and this is the size of the message, right? And so we can go inside this topic and see if we can browse those messages. You can see here, if you go here, you can see that we have the message here, and I think we can also see the raw format of this message, which is exactly what we sent over, right? So this is exactly the message we sent over, and we are able to see it on this side as well. Very nice. Awesome. Okay, so we are able now to send our data from we are able to publish this data from NiFi, and we are able to send it to a Kafka topic. All right, and this UI here should just work similar to if you are just using the command line. In the last video that you know, when we set up our Kafka, I showed you, you know, there's no difference between this UI here and if you are running it on the terminal. So you can go there and then start consuming from the topic, and you will see the same messages that we see here as well. Right? Very nice. So I think that is pretty much what I wanted to show in this video, right? So just how, you know, if you want to write to Kafka in NiFi, how you do that. So, you know, the most important thing is, you know, making sure that you have your Kafka connections working properly, and then you know, how you get your messages doesn't matter, but your messages will be written to your topic, and you should be able to see them in your topic like we can see right here. Right, very nice. So this is you know, this is it for this video. I think coming up in the next videos we will scale this up, and now we can move over to, you know, something that probably a number of you are more interested in, where now we can start consuming messages from Kafka topic, right? So we can now start consuming messages from Kafka topic, and you can see in this scenario here we are getting messages from Kafka and writing it to a database. So in this case, this is a SQL server, but you can write to any other database. And also in the same scenario, we are writing it to a file. So this is something that's coming up. So do definitely stay tuned. So this video is kind of a precursor to, you know, what is coming up. So definitely, if this is something that interests you, definitely stay tuned. And so if this video was helpful, please do give a thumbs up, and also, like I mentioned, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe so that you can be notified when I release similar videos. All right guys, that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.